Hey everyone, KB here. We're going to be looking at some stocks that could be making a super profitable summer here. First stock we're looking at is Apple. All right, everyone has an iPhone. If you don't have an iPhone, you know a friend who has an iPhone. And that's basically their bread and butter. I think it's like 67% of their revenue. I think it's even higher probably than that. I have to look that up, but I'll put that in a link here on how much they actually make from the phones and so forth. It's just a huge profit margin, and I don't see that slowing down. That's again, this is all my opinion. You can kind of see here. This is a daily chart, so this is the past year of Apple. You can kind of see here. This is the drop off right here in this area where we had the big sell off at the beginning of February, and then we had that one that almost tested it in March, and then this is the one in April. So this little dotted like bluish turquoise line is the 200-day moving average, which is a very popular moving averages for value investors. So value investors, if something hits like the 50 or 200 or whatever, those round numbers in that sense, people jump in and they feel like they're getting a bargain for it, which they did, because guess what? It rebounded and it's making all new highs after these couple of rebounds. And you can see here, these little lines here, these are alerts. So when the price marker goes above or below these particular lines, I'll get a notification saying, "Hey, Apple could be in a buying opportunity." I don't see Apple going substantially lower, but I do see it consolidating here. So we can just actually let's take a week. This is 3 years, all right. Each of these bars is 1 week out of those 3 years. So you can kind of see here we had this huge earnings surprise. Everyone was, oh, Apple's not going to make money. The iPhone is not selling that well. The HomePod, no one's buying that. Blah blah blah. You're wrong. So usually when the sentiment is kind of extremely negative like that, it's usually where it's going to be a crazy upside surprise, and that's exactly what we had from that whole week. Went from $160 to $183, which is crazy within an Apple. Everyone just kind of looks at it as a consumer product now rather than a technology. But you can kind of see here it had a nice run up and now it's slightly consolidating, hopefully for a push higher to 200. So if it hits like, I don't know the exact number, like 198, 197, it's going to be the first company that would hit $1 trillion in market cap, and which is going to be a lot. And I feel like that could potentially move this stock into that level just because of the psychology of that. So that is my take on Apple here currently, on what I can see it happening. Hopefully this time we'll be talking in August or the summer on when it hits $200. And another stock I want to look at, who everyone probably uses and likes, is Amazon. Okay, so we're back here at the daily chart. We can kind of see here, so this is the beginning of this year. So you can kind of see here during that sell-off in February here again, you got the one over here, and then you got this one particular over here, where this is where Donald Trump, our president, was accusing Amazon of abusing the United States Postal Service on getting rates, and actually on some packages being shipped that the postal office was actually losing money, which is actually not true. This was proven through a bunch of research you'll see here on the screen right now. It wasn't true, and you can kind of see here. This is the 81 moving average, 89. Sorry, 89. So this was a high level of support through a lot of stuff here. You can kind of see this is a daily chart. There's a lot of consolidation here. So when you see like stocks consolidate like this, it's usually one or two things. They're gonna skyrocket, or they're gonna crater into the ground. And for Amazon, it's this stock has gone places. So this is we're gonna go to the week view here. You can kind of see here 3 years ago it was like $420. Now it's $1,600. Like in 4 years, so 3 years. Let's just go to another level. So this is a month. So this is over 5 years, I believe I have this on. And let's see here. Yeah. So this is 3 years, 5 years. So yeah. So this each of these little ticker or candles is 1 month. So you kind of see here anyone who knows anyone who traded in the month of January, what a run. That's once in a blue moon, once in a decade opportunity to make that kind of money in that time frame in the stock market. But after that, we had that sell-off. You can kind of see that with these long, extended candlesticks here. But with Amazon, like, I'm not seeing any, again, I could be wrong, any hurdles. It just became jumped the hurdle from Donald Trump. So I don't see, again, you never see any blind spots, and that's usually when a market crashes. But just being very mindful of, like, Amazon, like, how many boxes do you get a week from Amazon? That's the way I leave that on that note. Another stock that I was looking at that I'm actually, this is a stock I'm actually in along with Apple. I'm actually not in Amazon. I wasn't in Amazon, but now I'm in Costco. So Costco, if you don't know, is a big warehouse retailer where you can buy a 5-pound tub of Nutella, and you can get like 10 pounds of chicken at like $2.50 a pound, and it's really good organic chicken. So anyway, matter of fact, you can just buy a large bulk of things at a very fair price. So you see with Costco here, it's kind of been, I wouldn't call it choppy, but it's kind of been in an trend-like mode. You can kind of see here these big drop-offs here, kind of cuts off, but you see these little indicators down here, the red bell, the red phone, and the blue icon, which is basically the earnings that they had. So earnings coming up. So earnings is actually coming up here on the 31st of May. So that we're talking on this is next week, and you can see here kind of on an average where they maybe didn't do the greatest on earnings, but you can kind of see there's a lot of drops off here. I just have a feeling it's going to be going slightly higher due to the fact of it has a lot of the issues or in the back burner due to the fact of the China stuff's kind of calmed down. The trade wars of that has kind of calmed down, and I feel like that's gonna, in this summer, is gonna make a nice little upside for Costco with people buying and being a little more frugal with the higher gas prices. I think I see people going bulking up on their toilet paper at Costco. I just want to thank everyone for watching and learning. Again, anyone who's been trading at all always knows that you'll always be learning something new every day. And if I want to help educate individuals, just not in the sense of just becoming a trader, but also becoming in and understanding the financial markets and how it could benefit you in many different ways, and understanding how a chart works, and basically getting down to the nitty-gritty of how a company actually makes money. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments, feedback, or anything you want to look at, whether it's charts or so forth, leave it down in the comments below. This is KB signing off. Peace.